first for the visiting 24th ranked Langston Lions. At forward, a 6'7" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 0, Dante Bailey. At guard, a 5'11" senior from Dallas, Texas, number 2, Kevin Booth. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Newport News, Virginia, number 4, Demonte Langston. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Tracy, California, 24, Brandon Bowden. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Peoria, Illinois, number 25, James Morris, Jr. The Lions coached by Stan Holt, assisted by Trey Hinton. And now the starting lineup for your number 2 LSU Shreveport Pilots. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Saginaw, Michigan, number 1, Benjamin Bass. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Shreveport, Louisiana, number 3, D'Angelo McClinton. At guard, a 6'4" senior from Texarkana, Texas, number 11, Jamal Ray. At forward, a 6'4" junior from Ringgold, Louisiana, number 22, DeAndre Williams. And in guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Washington, Louisiana, number 24, Malik Andrews. The Pilots coached by Kyle Blankenship, assisted by Jared Green and CJ Hislop. Our athletic trainer is Lance Champagne.
Well, how's it going, Pilot fans? Welcome back to the dock. If you're just now joining us, our women's team just defeated Langston to stay undefeated on the season, and now it is time for the men as your LSUS Pilots look to bounce back off their first loss of the season last Thursday against Southwest in the first conference game of the year. They lost that game by a final of 105-104, and the Pilots are looking to bounce back here in this one against the Langston Lions, who are 6-3. They are also 0-1 in conference play. The Pilots switching things up as far as their starting lineup is concerned. They will go with Benjamin Batts, D'Angelo McClinton, Jamal Ray, and then the newcomers, number 22, DeAndre Williams, and number 24, Malik Andrews, get the starting nod today for Coach Blankenship and his Pilots. For Langston, they were on match with number 0, Dante Bailey, number 2, Kevin Booz, number 4, DeMonte Langston, number 24, Brandon Eborg, and number 25, James Morris Jr. Here is the opening tip-off. And it is won by the Pilots, and we are underway here at the dock. The Pilots with a 9-1 record. There's a three-pointer tip by Benjamin Batts. It is good. As number 4, DeMonte Langston brings the ball up the court for the Lions. The Pilots starting off in their man-to-man defense. Here's a three-point attempt, and no good by number 4, DeMonte Langston. Rebounded by the Pilots, and quickly in transition, it is D'Angelo McClinton, dishes it off to DeAndre Williams, and he banks it in. The Lions trying to get it inside to Dante Bailey. They do. His layup is no good. And the offensive rebound goes to Brandon Ebrogenden. Here's a corner three attempt by Bailey, no good. And it is tipped to Benjamin Batts for the Pilots. Daniel McClinton sets the Pilots offense up against this Langston man-to-man defense. Jamal Ray looks to take it inside. He is fouled. Nope, they're going to call an offensive foul on Jamal Ray as he pushed off a little with his elbow there. So it'll go Langston's way. Here's a three-point attempt by Kevin Booz, and it is good. And the Lions are on the board. Good defense. The ball is stolen by James Morris as he almost lost it. Here's a corner three, and it is good by E. Bowden. And the Lions have the lead 6-5, coming up on 3 minutes into the ball game here from the dock in Shreveport, Louisiana. Here's a step back three by D'Angelo McClinton. It is no good, but the offensive rebound goes to the Pilots and Jamal Ray. Here's Malik Andrews all the way to the goal. Right-handed hook shot's no good. Rebounded by Bailey. And a nice left-handed layup there by E. Bogdan. As the Lions showing earlier, they like to run in transition if they can. The Pilots look to answer. Here's a corner three by McClinton. No good. Rebounded by E. Bogdan. And the Pilots have gone cold here in the past 2.5 minutes or so. Three-point attempt by Bailey is no good. McClinton goes baseline, finds Malik Andrews on the opposite wing. Three-point attempt by Benjamin Batts is good. His second three-pointer of the game. We are tied at 8. Nice inside pass there from Bailey to Booz, and the left-handed layup is good. The floater by McClinton's no good. Rebounded by E. Bogdan. Langston looking to push it once again. Good job by the Pilots getting back. Contested jump shot there by Booz is good as he banks it in. And the Lions lead it 12-8. 5 minutes into the ball game here at the dock. Here's another three by Batts. It's no good, but the offensive rebound and the tip in goes to Jamal Ray. Jamal Ray, a double-double machine as he got one in the Pilots' last game and leads the nation in double-doubles. Nice cross-court pass to Booz for three. It is no good. Offensive rebound goes to E. Bogdan, and his putback is good. The Pilots unable to grab that defensive rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pilots. And an almost entire new group for the Pilots, as Robinson, Walker, McGill, and DJ Clayton come into the game. As Benjamin Batts stays, DJ Clayton has started every game for the Pilots until this one. He comes off the bench here in this one. And a foul is called on Langston. That's number 5, Tyron Jones, who just entered the ball game. along with number 3, Devin Campbell. Here's DJ Clayton right away, trying to get to the bucket. He does, but he misses the layup, rebounded by the Lions. Nice cut there by Campbell. His layup is no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. That foul will go on C.J. McGill. That's his first foul. These are these two teams' 16th time meeting up. LSU leads the series 11-4. And they are 6-1 against Langston here at the Dock. As Kevin Booz enters the game once again for number 4, DeMonte Langston. As both free throws are good by Campbell. And the Lions lead at 16-10 here. 14 minutes remaining in the first half. And the foul goes on Langston. That'll be number 3, Devin Campbell. That is his first foul. Here's a jump shot by Benjamin Bass. It is good. And Benjamin Bass is feeling it here early. Already with 8 points of the Pilots' 12. As the Pilots go into a little 2-3 matchup zone. Here's a 3 by Bailey. It is good. The big man can shoot. Bailey at 6'7" out of Chicago, Illinois. Hits that 3 to give Langston a 19-12 lead. Contested layup, no good by DJ Clayton. The rebound goes to Bailey, and the Lions are pushing it once again. The free throw line jumper is no good by Kevin Booz, rebounded by Josh Robinson. As C.J. McGill almost lost it twice, able to retain it. Here's Benjamin Batts, finds DJ Clayton, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pilots. As Clayton has had 3 good looks right next to the rim. Missed the first 2, and the third one was swatted out of bounds. 19-12, Langston leads it. 12:45 remaining in the first half. There's a deep 3 by Josh Robinson, no good. Rebounded by the Pilots and Benjamin Batts. His putback is good. 10 quick points for Benjamin Batts. And the Pilots cut the lead now, 19-14 Langston. Under 12.5 remaining in the first half. As Tyrone Jones slipped a little there. Lucky he didn't get called for a travel. Here's a contested jumper by Campbell, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson trying to find anything for the Pilots. As the alley-oop attempt to Anthony Walker is no good. The timing was just a little off between McGill and Walker, and the ball goes out of bounds. Langston will take over. As D'Angelo McClinton comes into the game for C.J. McGill. And James Morris comes back into the game for Dante Bailey. As his team leads it 19-14 here, 11.5 remaining in the first half. And the layup is good by Tyrone Jones as he got McClinton to go by on a pump fake and just avoided Jamal Ray's block attempt. A 2-point attempt by McClinton's no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lions. As the Pilots just unable to get anything going offensively. Out of their 14 points, Benjamin Batts has 10 of them. As they got DJ Clayton to jump there. Here's a three-point attempt by Morris. No good. Rebounded by DJ Clayton. And Clayton finally gets a layup to go in. Timeout by Langston. As they take a 21-16 lead into this timeout. And we'll be right back from the dock. So both teams stay the same out of the timeout. Langston leads it 21-16, coming up on 10.5 remaining in the first half. The Pilots come out of the timeout in a full court press. And travel was called on Kevin Booz as he was looking to pass, and then his lane closed right up on him. So the Pilots will take over. Here's a three-point attempt by Benjamin Batts. It's good. 13 points for Benjamin Batts, and the Pilots cut it to a 2-point lead. Nice bounce pass there, and the slam by Tyrone Jones. Great pass by number 2, Kevin Booz, to find the open man cutting to the rim. Benjamin Batts feeling it, attempts another three, but this one's no good. Rebounded by the Lions. Here's a three-pointer by James Morris. It's good. 26-19, Langston leads at 9:30 remaining in the first half. The Pilots looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season on Thursday night to Southwest. And that foul was called on Brandon Eborgden. That is his first foul. As now Brian Jenkins and Justin Parker enter the game for the Lions to see their first action here in this one. As the ball was stolen by Jamal Ray. From Jamal Ray, excuse me. Here's another three by Morris. It's no good. McClinton comes down with the rebound. The foul was called on Kevin Booz. That is his first foul. The Pilots will take it out under their own goal. 26-19, Langston leads it. Both teams looking for their first win in conference. They're both 0-1. The Pilots ranked number 2 in the nation. Here's a three-pointer by McClinton. No good. Offensive rebound goes to DJ Clayton. Ball almost stolen from Josh Robinson, and then it is. And they're going to call a carry on Kevin Booz as he went with the spin move. Looked like he was playing football right there. As he'll come out, and DeMonte Langston will enter for him. As the shot is no good, rebounded by the Lions. They have a mismatch down on the block. Here's a jump shot by Langston, and it is good. 9-point Lion lead. 8:15 remaining in the first half. As McClinton pulls up, no good, but the putback is good by DJ Clayton. He now has 4 points off the bench. Three-pointer by Tyrone Jones is no good. Rebounded by DJ Clayton. The Pilots looking to cut into this lead a little bit more. But the Lions doing a great job of getting back on defense, stopping any transition that the Pilots hope for. Here's a three by McClinton, no good, but DJ Clayton with another offensive rebound. His putback is no good. Jamal Ray with an offensive rebound, no good. And his second attempt is good. As Tyrone Jones puts the floater in just out of the reach of Jamal Ray, who was coming from behind, looking for the block. A two-pointer by Benjamin Batts is no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Foul on number 20, Brian Jenkins. That is his first foul. And the scoreboard has it as 120-23, but I don't think that's right. There it is, 30-23. And the first free throw from Benjamin Batts is no good. Batts on the year, an 82% free throw shooter before that first one. As C.J. McGill and Anthony Walker come into the game for the Pilots. The Pilots as a team are shooting 70% as Benjamin Batts makes the second one. A corner three-point attempt is no good by Brian Jenkins, rebounded by Jamal Ray. Who else? Nice move by DJ Clayton. The layup is good. The Pilots are only down by 4. 6.5 remaining in the first half. A three-point attempt way off by Brian Jenkins as Clayton comes down with another one. Here's Benjamin Batts for a three. It is good. Timeout, Pilots. Benjamin Batts on fire to start this one. 17 of the Pilots' 29 points go to Benjamin Batts. As Coach Blankenship calls the timeout, his team is only down by 1. We'll be right back. So after that last three-pointer by Benjamin Bass, the Pilots only trailed 30-29 after being down by 11 not 2.5 minutes ago. And now the Pilots in a stretch 2-3 zone, trying to keep the ball out of the paint. Shot clock going down. Here's a deep three by Bailey, way off, rebounded by Jamal Ray. Good defensive possession there from the Pilots. C.J. McGill quickly answers with a three, but it's no good. And it's going to be a jump ball. It'll go Langston's way. Just under 5.5 remaining in the first half. Langston leads it 30-29. That ball almost thrown out of bounds. Here's a three by Morris. It is good. James Morris Jr. hits the three. He now has 6 points. And Langston leads it by 4. The floater by Batts is no good. Offensive rebound goes to Jamal Ray. His putback is good. Jamal Ray with 6 points. As Bailey's layup is no good, DJ Clayton comes down with the rebound. Here's Anthony Walker. His layup's no good, but a foul is called, as it looks like on number 20, Brian Jenkins. Oh, it goes on the Pilots. That's DJ Clayton's first foul. So Langston has the ball. They lead 33-31, 4:20 remaining in the first half. As Josh Robinson comes into the game for Benjamin Batts, who looks to get a breather. He has 17 points in this one already. Pilots showing a full court press. Langston doing a good job of moving it around. The ball almost stolen by Josh Robinson, but the Lions able to get it back. Another three by James Morris, as he is also feeling it from deep. He has 9 points on 3 threes. A ball almost stolen by DJ Clayton, but luckily C.J. McGill was right there. There's a left-handed floater by McGill's no good. Offensive rebound putback goes to DJ Clayton. Clayton now with 8 points. And 7 rebounds for Clayton as well. Good defense by the Pilots. Here's a deep three by James Morris. That one's off. Rebounded goes to Jamal Ray, as he is well on his way to another double-double here in this one. Thought about a three. Instead, he'll drive, dish to C.J. McGill for 3. It's good. And this game is tied after the Pilots were down by as much as 11. We have 2:45 remaining in the first half, and it's a 36-36 ball game. And they're going to call it travel on Brian Jenkins, as he took too many steps there under the goal. So the Pilots have a chance to take the lead for the first time in this ball game. C.J. McGill contested jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Kevin Booz as the Lions have numbers. And really a good foul there by C.J. McGill as it was 3-on-2. And Tyrone Jones will go to the free throw line. That is C.J.'s second foul of the ball game. And a timeout is called by Langston. So we'll take a timeout as well as this game is tied at 36-36 with 2 minutes remaining. Langston has 2 free throws when we come back. So Tyrone Jones is at the free throw line looking to give or regain the lead, rather, for the Lions, who have led pretty much all half, as the first shot is no good. Jones, a 76% free throw shooter. Langston, as a team, shoots 70% from the line, and both free throws are off. Rebound goes to Jamal Ray. Ray, 8.7 rebounds so far in the first half. Well on his way to another double-double. There's a deep three by Ray. It is good. And the Pilots take the lead, 39-36, with a minute and a half remaining. In the first half, that is. Wide open behind the defense is Tyrone Jones, who slams it down. The Pilots in that 2-3 zone got beat on the backside. Here's a three by C.J. McGill. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Jamal Ray. He is a rebounding machine for the Pilots. There's a three by Josh Robinson, no good, but the putback by C.J. McGill, no good. He gets another rebound, and his second chance is good. (41-38), the Pilots lead it. Here's Devin Campbell for three. It is good, and the game is tied once again. The shot clock is turned off. The Pilots will take the last shot. And C.J. McGill dribbles it around half court. Finds a cutting DJ Clayton. And it goes in off Anthony Walker's putback. Here's the half-court heave. It's no good. The Pilots will take a 43-41 lead into the halftime break after being down by 11 with 6.5 remaining. They have stormed back with the help of that 2-3 zone defense they went into following a timeout. And they lead this one 43-41, looking to get their first conference win of the season. We'll be back shortly with the second half. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back to the Dog Pilot fans. If you're just now joining us, the Pilots were down by as much as 11 in that first half, but they took a 43-41 lead into the halftime break, as they were led offensively by Benjamin Batts with 17 points. He was 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Jamal Ray has 9 points and 10 rebounds. He'll finish with another double-double on the year to add to his national leading total, as DJ Clayton has 8 points and 7 rebounds. CJ McGill has 5 points. Anthony Walker has 2 points, and DeAndre Williams has 2 points. For the Pilots, 43 in that first half. They are looking to bounce back off a loss they suffered last Thursday. That was their first loss of the year to the Southwest Mustangs, the first conference game of the season. So the Pilots are 9-1. Looking to bounce back, get that first conference win. Langston, however, is 6-3. They are also 0-1 in conference, so they are looking to get back on track as they lost their last game. So we are back in action here in the second half as the Pilots go with the entire starting group plus DJ Clayton, who had a good first half, and right away he's called for an offensive foul. The Pilots coming out in their full court press as they had success with it to end the first half. And a travel on James Morris as he got a little antsy there on his move. So the Pilots will take over. As D'Angelo McClinton is fouled by DeMonte Langston on his way to the goal. That's Langston's first foul. And the first on his team here in the second half. Don't get confused. Langston for his last name, for the team Langston, as I've already gotten confused a few times. As they leave D'Angelo McClinton wide open for a three, but he can't make him pay. Rebounded by the Lions. Good ball movement by the Lions. Here's James Morris for a three. He hits it. And the Lions are back up on top by one. As DJ Clayton goes straight to the goal. Left-handed layup, rolls around but goes in. Here's a contested jump shot by Langston. And his shot is good. They leave McClinton open again, but he can't hit. And a foul is called on Kevin Booz. That is his second foul, as he was pretty much just tackling Benjamin Batts as they were both going for the rebound. Here's a contested three-pointer by Josh Robinson. He hits it. Goes right over the defender for a deep corner three. And the Pilots lead it by 2. Nice left-handed layup there by number 24, Brandon E. Bogdan. He now has 9 points. And both teams just going back and forth here. Here's a three-pointer by DJ Clayton. No good. Offensive rebound to Jamal Ray, but they're going to call an offensive foul on him. As he can't believe it, but just gives the ball to the ref and shakes his head in disbelief. Same thing with Coach Blankenship. There's a three-pointer by Langston. It is no good. Rebounded by Josh Robinson. And a defensive foul called on DeMonte Langston. But they're going to say that foul is on the floor. It looked to me like he was in the shooting action, but they're going to disagree. Another three-pointer by D'Angelo McClinton, and it is no good. They've left him open 3 times, and he just can't hit it. Good ball movement by the Lions as DeMonte Langston can't hit the three. So both teams having some wide open threes and not able to hit. But here's Jamal Ray, finger roll to the goal, no good. Offensive rebound to DJ Clayton. His putback was no good. And finally the Lions grab the defensive board. And a layup is good by Kevin Booz. Give the assist to DeMonte Langston. As Benjamin Batts, who had 17 first half points, was looking for the step back three there, but good defense by Booz. Here's Clayton for a deep 2. It is good. And a timeout is called. And correction, that was a three-pointer by DJ Clayton. So the Pilots lead it 51-50. .47 remains in the ball game. The Pilots looking for their first conference win. They are also looking to improve their overall record to 10-1. While Langston comes into this game 6-3 and also 0-1 in conference. And a little confusion there as Langston had 6 guys on the court and the other one tried to walk off the backside so the refs wouldn't see him. So that will be a technical. And Benjamin Batts will shoot the free throws. He makes the first one. And he makes the second. As the Langston coach trying to figure some things out with the referee. So it will be the Pilots' ball after the technical free throws. They lead it 53-50. Excuse me, it is Langston's ball. Here's a three-pointer by James Morris Jr. No good. Offensive rebound goes to Devin Campbell. As Benjamin Batts took a shot to the jaw. Rebound goes to Jamal Ray, and that should complete the double-double for him. And the three-pointer by Benjamin Batts is good. 56-50, the Pilots lead it. Coming up on 15 minutes remaining in the second half. And a foul is called. Count the bucket. And a technical foul is called on Campbell.
Foul on Langston, number 2, Kevin Williams, his third, team score.
So that is two technical fouls in the last 2 minutes called on Langston. The first one for having 6 men on the court, and that one for Devin Campbell. Must have said something to an opposing player or to the ref. I'm not sure which one. As Benjamin Batts goes 2 for 2, as they were late putting it on the scoreboard there. The free throw is missed by Brian Jenkins, so hopefully we can get back to some good basketball here, as 2 technical fouls have been called in the past 2 minutes. Both teams just trying to get into the flow of it. Here's Jamal Ray to the goal. The layup is good. That's 11 points for Jamal Ray. Here's a wide open three by Campbell in the corner. It is good. Josh Robinson's three is good. Both teams trading three-pointers here now. The three-point attempt by Jenkins is no good. Rebound to Jamal Ray, who now has a double-double. Up and under, but he is fouled, by number 24, Brandon Eborgden. As Jamal Ray goes to the charity strike. Ray on the year, a 64% free throw shooter, misses the first one. As Tyron Jones and DeMonte Langston come back into the ball game for the Lions. They come in for Devin Campbell and James Morris. As Ray hits the second free throw, the Pilots have a 9-point lead. And they're going to call a blocking foul. And this crowd here at the dock cannot believe it. And that foul goes on Josh Robinson. That is Robinson's first foul. So Langston will take it out under their own goal. Here's a jump shot by Jenkins. An air ball from 10 feet away. Rebound goes to Jamal Ray. Benjamin Batts from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Jamal Ray again. C.J. McGill hits the three. And the Pilots lead it by 12. You can sense the momentum swinging all the way to the Pilot side. Is right on cue. Eborg then hits a floater to cut it to 10. Josh Robinson with a step back three, no good. Offensive rebound to DJ Clayton. He loses it for a second, but Benjamin Batts is right there. Nice find to DJ Clayton, and the layup is good. Clayton with 15 points. Here's a jump shot by Kevin Booz, and it is good. 69-59, the Pilots lead it. Approaching 12 minutes remaining in the ball game. Benjamin Batts, a contested three. He's fouled, and he's going to the line for three. That foul on number 2, Kevin Booz. That is his third foul. As that's his first free throw is good. He now has 25 points in this one. He hits the second one. And now Eborg comes out of the game, as well as Jenkins, as Justin Parker and James Morris enters for the Lions. Batts trying to go 3 for 3 from the line, and he does not. As Tyrone Jones comes down with a defensive board. The Lions trying to set up their offense. They are down by 12 with 11:40 remaining. The nice finger roll there by Tyrone Jones is good. Cuts into that deficit, now a 10-point lead for the Pilots. C.J. McGill with a nice left-handed layup. C.J. McGill now with 10 points. The lefty for the Pilots. And very quickly, a three-pointer by Kevin Booz. And a timeout called by Langston. So we'll take a timeout as well. The Pilots lead at 73-64, 11 minutes on the dot remaining. We'll be right back. So the Pilots lead this one 73-65. As during the break they changed a 2-pointer to a 3-pointer. So instead of 73-64, it is 73-65. The Pilots lead it, 10:48 remaining. Here's Jamal Ray. His layup is no good. And the alley-oop pass is no good. The rebound goes to DJ Clayton. Here's Benjamin Batts, and they're going to say he goaltended as the ball was already coming down. So now 28 points for Benjamin Batts as he has been on fire from the start. And here's Tyrone Jones to the three, wide open, but the Pilots can't get the defensive rebound. Nice up and under by Jones. It is no good. Nice pass to Jamal Ray from Josh Robinson, and it is good. The Pilots lead it by 13. As we are approaching 10 minutes remaining in the ball game, and we have hit the mark. There's a three-pointer by Kevin Boost. It's good. The Pilots just cannot put away these Langston Lions, who seem to answer everything the Pilots do. But the Pilots still lead it by 10. Nice cross-court pass. Here's Josh Robinson for a three. Give the assist to Jamal Ray for finding the open man and hitting him. Here's Booz for three again. And a foul is called. The foul goes on Justin Parker for the Lions. That is his first foul. As now Bailey and Ebrogden will come back in for the Lions. DJ Clayton going to the line, looking to extend this 13-point Pilot lead. Their first one of the one-on-one is no good, but Clayton gets his own rebound, and the pass goes right through Jamal Ray's hands. No good by Kevin Booz, but there's Bailey for the offensive rebound, but denied by DJ Clayton, but the Lions get it back. And then the Pilots with a steal of their own. C.J. McGill doing some magic right there. All the way to the rim. He's going to the line for two. So C.J. McGill going to the line. He has 10 points in this one. But the Pilots are led and have been led all game by Benjamin Batts, who has 28 points. The Pilots on the game shooting 8 for 12 from the free throw line. As we have 8:40 remaining in the ball game. The Pilots looking for their first conference win of the year and looking to bounce back off their first loss of the season. As C.J. McGill goes 1 for 2 from the charity strike. Here's a three-pointer from the wing from Ryan Scales, who just entered the ball game for the first time today, right away making an impact. The Pilots lead it by 11. C.J. McGill trying to make something happen. DJ Clayton was going back door, but the pass was intercepted. Here's Kevin Booz from the elbow, no good. Rebound goes to DJ Clayton. And a tough layup is missed by Clayton. Both teams just going up and down the court, and a travel was called on Scales. So the Pilots will take over. 7.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. 81-70, LSUS leads it as they took a 2-point lead into the halftime break. Both teams have been evenly matched for the most part of the game, with the Pilots just making a few more plays. Another crossover three by Josh Robinson. It's good. Robinson now with 12 points for the Pilots, all off the bench. And Booz goes straight to the rim, and a layup over Jamal Ray and DJ Clayton is good. Here's a three by Benjamin Batts. It's good. He cannot miss. 31 points for the senior point guard from Saginaw, Michigan. A layup is no good by Scales. Rebound goes to Jamal Ray. Here's Robinson for another three. No good. But there's Benjamin Batts. His putback is no good. And he's able to grab it, and the Pilots call a timeout. They have their biggest lead of the game. 15 points. They lead at 87-72. 6:15 remaining. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this ball game. So we are back. The Pilots lead it by 15, inbounding the ball from right in front of their bench. As Jamal Ray backs it up. And he'll look to take his man one-on-one here. That's James Morris guarding him. And he finds Clayton in the corner for three off the side of the backboard. Nice move there by Campbell. And a foul is called on DJ Clayton. That is his fourth foul. As Justin Parker enters the game for Langston, he comes in for Dante Bailey. So both free throws were good. 13-point Pilot lead. Step back three, Benjamin Batts, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Jamal Ray. The Pilots taking some great time off the clock here. Three-pointer by Josh Robinson is good. 90-74, the Pilots lead it. And that one blocked by Jamal Ray, but a foul is called. So Brandon Eborgden will go to the line. Eborgden from Tracy, California. And he hits the first one. On the year, he is a 67% free throw shooter. And he's 2 for 2 on that trip. 90-76. 5 minutes remaining. The Pilots looking to bounce back from their first loss this season, get their first conference win, and get back on track as C.J. McGill turns it over. And it'll go to the Pilots as Campbell could not control it. As now Kevin Booz comes back into the game for James Morris. Booz has been a big threat for the Langston Lions. He has 19 points in this one. Here's Benjamin Batts looking for the open man, but the ball is stolen and then stolen again by Jamal Ray. And then stolen back by the Lions. Both teams going back and forth. A lot of ball game left, 90-78, 4 minutes remaining. And Jamal Ray is fouled. A foul on Campbell, so Ray will go to the line. As D'Angelo McClinton comes into the game for C.J. McGill. And the first of the 1-and-1 is good. Jamal Ray with 19 points, 14 rebounds. Make it 20 points and 14 rebounds for Ray. the senior from Texarkana, Texas. Here's a deep three from Campbell. Gets their friendly roll here at the dock. Cuts it to a 11-point Pilot lead. Under 4 minutes remaining. Jamal Ray's layup no good. As a foul was called, but they haven't specified who. It's going to be on DJ Clayton. That'll be his fifth. It looks like C.J. McGill will come in for him. So good game by Clayton before fouling out as he finished with 15 points, 11 rebounds. So a double-double for Clayton, and the first of the one-on-one is no good, but the ball being batted around and a timeout is called by Langston. So 3:48 remaining. The Pilots lead it 92-88. 92-81, that is. So Langston calls a full team timeout, so we'll take a full team timeout. 92-81. You're listening to Pilot Basketball on the Pilot Stretch Internet. So 3:48 remains in this ball game. The Pilots have an 11-point lead. Langston inbounding under their own goal. And a foul is called on Benjamin Batts. So E. Borgden will go to the line for two and try to make it a single-point deficit. A single-digit deficit, that is, not a single point. The first free throw is good. 92-82. The second one, no good. But a lane violation. It'll go to the Pilots. And Langston now on their full court press. The ball inbounded to Jamal Ray. He'll bring it all the way down the court for the Pilots as we are under 3.5 remaining in the ball game. D'Angelo McClinton, his right-handed layup is good, 94-82. McClinton with his first 2 points of the game. And they couldn't have come at a better time. Ball almost turned over by Campbell. He gets it back, and a wide-open layup is good by Campbell. The Pilots just let him go there. Under 3 minutes remaining. The ball almost stolen by the Lions. There's Benjamin Batts, and his jump shot is good. Benjamin Batts has been the steady scorer all game long. 33 points for Batts as a timeout is called by Coach Blankenship and the Pilots. 96-84, 2.5 minutes remaining. We'll be right back. So the Pilots are going with a small lineup now with DJ Clayton having fouled out. The tallest man on the court for the Pilots is Josh Robinson at 6'5". There's a floater by Justin Parker that is no good. And the Pilots had numbers, but instead they're backing out. I don't know how a foul wasn't called right there. And a foul all the way across the court on D'Angelo McClinton. As that's who they want going to the free throw line. As he misses the first one. And he misses the second one. Stolen by Jamal Ray. 2-minute mark in the ball game. 96-84, the Pilots lead it. And he makes the first one. Coach Blankenship is arguing that you cannot foul someone off the ball like that on the other side of the court. That's not even part of the play. McClinton just goes up there and hits both of them, and the Pilots have a 14-point lead. Stolen by Josh Robinson, and then he is fouled, so he'll go to the line. That foul was on Justin Parker. So Josh Robinson will go to the line. The Pilots looking to make this game out of reach from Langston, but Robinson missed the first one. 14-point lead, 98-84. The Pilots on top. 1:43 remaining in the game. As both free throws are missed and the layup by Booz is good. As McClinton is fouled once again. 1:30 remaining. McClinton goes to the line with a chance to put the Pilots in the hundreds once again in the point column. That foul was on Eborgden. The first free throw is good. The second free throw is no good. 99-86, under a minute and a half remaining. Here's a deep three by Bailey. It is good. And Langston calls a timeout, 99-89. The Pilots are led by Benjamin Batts, 33 points for Benjamin. As 5 Pilots are in double digits. You have Benjamin Batts with 33. DJ Clayton finished with 15 before he fouled out. Jamal Ray has 16 points, 18 rebounds. And Josh Robinson with 15 points. So 2 Pilots finished with a double-double. As we have 1:23 remaining in this ball game. The Pilots came into this ball game 9-1, 0-1 in conference after losing last Thursday night here at the Dock, 105-104 to the Southwest Mustangs. Langston is 6-3. They are also 0-1 in conference. The Pilots taking it out. Langston looking like they're in their full court press as they should be with 1:23 remaining and then them being down by 10. The ball almost stolen by Langston. And a foul called. And that foul on number 0, Dante Bailey. That's his first foul for the big man. So once again, D'Angelo McClinton going to the line. Hits the first one, and the Pilots have scored 100 points once again. That is the third game in a row for the Pilots. 2 for 2 at the line for McClinton, and it's a 101-89 Pilot lead. There's a 3 by Scales. It's good. And McClinton going back to the free throw line. As that was Booz's 5th foul, so he'll be done for the game as McClinton hits the first free throw. And it's a 11-point Pilot lead. As he goes 2 for 2. Now it's an 11-point Pilot lead, as Malik Andrews comes into the game for LSU West for C.J. McGill. Here's a three by Bailey, no good. Rebounded by Bailey and then foul by Jamal Ray.
Number 11, Jamal Ray, his fourth, team 9.
103-92, 48 seconds remaining. The Pilots trying to close this one out. As Bailey hits the first one of the 1-and-1. And he hits the second as C.J. McGill will come back into the ball game for Andrews. As the Pilots looking for free throw shooters here. Good job by the Pilots there breaking that press. And McClinton going back to the free throw line. That seems to be who they want to foul, but he just keeps on hitting the free throws. As he hits the first one. And Andrews back into the game for defensive purposes. One for two at the line for McClinton. 10-point lead, 35 seconds remaining. Deep three from number 11, Justin Parker, is no good. As Andrews comes into the game, this time for McClinton, who did a good job of hitting some free throws down the stretch. The ball is stolen by Benjamin Batts, and the layup is good by Campbell. Timeout Langston, 104-96, 17 seconds remaining. So it is starting to look like the Pilots will improve to 10-1 on the year, 1-1 in conference play, as Langston will fall to 6-4 overall and 0-2 in the Red River Athletic Conference. This was a 43-41 game. The Pilots led it at halftime, as both teams have erupted offensively here in the second half. It's 104-96. And it seems like all the Pilots have to do is make sure they keep on hitting their free throws, and they will come out victorious here in this one. As a good crowd was on hand for an early Saturday night matchup here at the Dock. Good job by McClinton there, avoiding the foul. And the clock is ticking and ticking, and with 2 seconds left, C.J. McGill is fouled, and the Pilots will win this one. They will improve to 10-1, 1-1 in conference, as Langston falls to 6-4, 0-2 in conference. The Pilots are able to bounce back after their tough first loss of the season last Thursday, or this past Thursday, rather, to the Southwest Mustangs. As C.J. McGill puts the finishing touches on what was a solid win for the Pilots. Both teams were just going back and forth offensively. But the Pilots will finish winning 106-96. to improve the 10-1, and that is the ball game. The Pilots were led offensively by Benjamin Bass with 33 points. Jamal Ray, 16 and 18. Josh Robinson had 15. D'Angelo McClinton had 10. Before he fouled out, DJ Clayton had 15 and 12. And that was the recipe for success today for the Pilots as they come out victorious by a final of 106-96. So from the dock in Shreveport, Louisiana, my name is Tanner Kraft, and I was happy to bring you all the action today. LSUS will be back home December 13th against the 14th ranked LSU Alexandria Generals. We will have that action for you here on Pilot Stretch Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you later.